Hey everyone, and welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're taking a closer look at vitamin C. Might be a little more interesting than you think. We got some research articles and even some notes to help us out. And I'm joined by an expert to help guide us through it all.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chelsea, a nutritionist, and I'm excited to be here. Just a heads up, this deep dive is brought to you by the Detox Health YouTube channel. They have tons of evidence-based information and delicious recipes over there if you're interested in healthy eating. What we talk about today might inspire you to try out some new dishes, so be sure to check them out. And if you're enjoying this deep dive, spread the word. Sharing it with friends and family helps the channel grow, helps more people prioritize their health.
All right, so let's get into it. You think of vitamin C, you probably think of oranges, right? What if I told you there's a fruit out there with 100 times more vitamin C than an orange? That's just one of the surprises we'll uncover today.
Vitamin C is full of surprises, that's right. It's not just about preventing scurvy like sailors used to worry about. It's vital and involved in so many processes in our bodies, and we need it every single day.
So why can't our bodies just store vitamin C like they do some other nutrients?
Well, vitamin C is water-soluble. It dissolves in water and gets transported throughout our body, but it doesn't stick around for very long. Our bodies can only absorb a certain amount at a time, and any excess gets flushed out.
So guzzling orange juice all day isn't the best strategy.
Not quite. Our bodies handle vitamin C in a fascinating way. Studies show that when you take large doses, say over 1,000 milligrams, the absorption rate drops to under 50%.
So there's a limit to how much our bodies can actually use, even if we eat tons of vitamin C-rich foods.
Yeah.
What are the implications of that?
It means that megadosing, what some people believe in, isn't the answer. There's no need to go overboard. In fact, consuming too much vitamin C can even lead to some side effects, like kidney stones or gastrointestinal upset.
Okay, so moderation is key, just like with most things in life. But before we talk about how much vitamin C we need, I'm really curious about those food sources. Let's get back to that fruit you mentioned, the one that puts oranges to shame.
Right.
What is it?
The kakadu plum. It's a native Australian fruit. That boasts almost 3,000 milligrams of vitamin C per 100 grams. That's almost 5 times the daily recommended intake.
Wow, that's impressive. I've never even heard of a kakadu plum.
Yeah,
Are there any other vitamin C superstars that might be a bit easier to find?
absolutely. Acerola cherries are another powerhouse, almost 10 times the daily value in just half a cup. Plus, they're loaded with antioxidants and may even have anti-inflammatory benefits.
Antioxidants. That's a word we hear a lot when talking about health and nutrition. Can you break that down for us? What exactly are antioxidants, and why are they so important?
Great question. Antioxidants are like protectors for our cells. They help neutralize harmful molecules called free radicals, which can damage our cells and contribute to aging and disease. Think of free radicals as rust on a car and antioxidants as the rust remover.
That's a helpful analogy. So the more antioxidants we consume, the better equipped our bodies are to fight off those damaging free radicals. That makes sense. Okay, so we've got kakadu plums, acerola cherries. What are some other good sources of vitamin C?
Well, don't underestimate rose hips. You know, those little red fruits that come after roses bloom? They're not just pretty, they're packed with vitamin C and have been used for their health benefits.
Interesting. I never knew that about rose hips. So it's not just exotic fruits. There are plenty of surprising sources of vitamin C close to home. What about vegetables? Any standouts there?
You bet. Let's start with chili peppers. Did you know green chili peppers actually have more vitamin C than red ones?
Really? I always thought the brighter the pepper, the more nutrients it had. What about sweet peppers?
Sweet yellow peppers actually have more than double the vitamin C of green peppers. They're fantastic for eye health and might even help prevent cataracts, according to studies.
Okay, so we've got fruits, peppers. What about leafy greens? I'm always told to eat my greens, but I'm not a huge fan of salads. Can I still get enough vitamin C if I prefer my veggies cooked?
Of course. Many leafy greens are excellent sources of vitamin C, and some retain a good amount after cooking. Take mustard spinach, for example. It's a powerhouse, whether you eat it raw or cooked.
Wait, so cooking doesn't always destroy vitamin C? I thought heat destroyed most nutrients.
It's a common misconception. While some nutrients are sensitive to heat, others, like certain antioxidants in kale, actually become more bioavailable after cooking.
What does bioavailable mean?
It means your body can absorb and use the nutrients more effectively. Sometimes cooking breaks down cell walls in plants, making it easier for our bodies to access the good stuff.
That's fascinating. I always assumed raw was always better. It seems like there's more to the story when it comes to cooking and nutrient availability.
Exactly. It depends on the specific nutrient and cooking method. And of course, we can't forget the classic vitamin C champion, oranges. While other sources might have higher concentrations per serving, oranges and other citrus fruits like grapefruit, mandarins, and limes are still great options for boosting your vitamin C intake.
So we've covered some amazing food sources, but what does vitamin C actually do in our bodies? I know it's good for immunity, but are there other benefits that we might not know about?
Absolutely. Vitamin C is a real multitasker. One of its key roles is in collagen production. Collagen is a protein that's basically the glue that holds our bodies together. It's essential for healthy skin, bones, tendons, ligaments, and even blood vessels.
So that's why people associate vitamin C with youthful skin. It helps our bodies make more of that essential building block.
Exactly. And beyond its structural role, vitamin C also acts as a powerful antioxidant, protecting our cells from damage caused by those pesky free radicals we talked about. It's even involved in wound healing and helps our bodies absorb iron from plant-based foods.
Wait, so if I'm having like lentil soup or a spinach salad, it's a good idea to squeeze some lemon juice on top or have a side of berries to boost iron absorption.
That's a great strategy. You're thinking like a nutritionist already. And speaking of interesting connections, there's emerging research on vitamin C and gout. Gout is a painful inflammatory condition caused by a buildup of uric acid in the joints. Some studies suggest that vitamin C might help lower uric acid levels and potentially reduce the risk of gout.
Really? I've heard gout described as incredibly painful. So potentially preventing that with something as simple as getting enough vitamin C is pretty remarkable.
It's definitely an area of ongoing research, but the findings so far are promising. The Physicians' Health Study Tuition followed over 14,000 male physicians for a decade, and it found that those taking 500 milligrams of vitamin C daily had a modestly reduced risk of developing gout.
That's significant. Okay, so we got immunity, skin health, iron absorption, and potentially even gout prevention. Are there any other areas where vitamin C might play a role? What about brain health? I've heard whispers about that.
There's definitely growing interest in the potential role of vitamin C in cognitive function. Some studies suggest that adequate vitamin C levels might be associated with better memory and cognitive performance, especially as we age. It's still early in terms of research, but it's an exciting area to watch.
It seems like there's always something new to discover about vitamin C. It's not just the simple nutrient we learned about in elementary school. It's involved in so many complex processes in our bodies.
Yeah.
But what about all those topical vitamin C serums and creams that are so popular these days? Do they actually work?
That's a great question, and one that sparks debate. Topical vitamin C is touted for its skin brightening and anti-aging properties, but the science behind its effectiveness is a bit more nuanced.
But some people swear by those topical vitamin C products. How do we reconcile those anecdotal experiences with what the research says?
It's important to remember that anecdotal evidence isn't the same as scientific evidence. While some individuals might see improvements in their skin after using topical vitamin C, the research on its effectiveness is mixed. One of the challenges is that vitamin C is a relatively unstable molecule, and it can be difficult to formulate products that allow it to penetrate the skin effectively.
So even if those serums feel nice and smell good, they might not be delivering the vitamin C to where it needs to go to have a real impact.
That's the concern. Some studies suggest that very little vitamin C actually makes it past the skin surface when applied topically, and the form of vitamin C used in these products can also influence its effectiveness.
So it's not a simple yes or no answer when it comes to topical vitamin C. It seems like more research is needed to determine the best forms, formulations, and applications for optimal results. It's a reminder that not everything marketed as natural or healthy is necessarily backed by solid science.
Precisely. It's always a good idea to approach these claims with skepticism and to consult with a dermatologist or other qualified healthcare professional for personalized advice.
That's sound advice. It's easy to get caught up in the hype, especially when it comes to beauty and anti-aging. This has been an eye-opening deep dive into the world of vitamin C. It's clearly a lot more than just an immunity booster.
Yeah, it really is. We've covered so much today, from debunking megadosing to all its roles in things like collagen production and antioxidant defense and iron absorption, and even potential benefits for gout and cognitive function.
And all those amazing food sources. I'm adding kakadu plums and acerola cherries to my grocery list.
Those are great choices, and variety is key.
Yeah.
We talked about so many great options, from citrus fruits and peppers to leafy greens and rose hips.
Right. Finding those vitamin C-rich foods that you enjoy and incorporating them into your diet in a way that you can actually keep up.
Yeah.
So before we wrap up, I'm curious, what's your favorite way to get your daily dose of vitamin C?
I'm a big fan of smoothies. I love to blend up some frozen acerola cherries with a handful of spinach, A squeeze of lemon and some ginger makes for a really refreshing and nutrient-packed drink. What about you?
I think I'm going to try out some of those sweet yellow peppers, maybe grilling them up with some onions and add them to tacos or fajitas.
That sounds delicious. And for those listening who are looking for more culinary inspiration, don't forget to check out the Detox Help YouTube channel. They've got tons of healthy and delicious recipes. Makes it easy to incorporate these vitamin C powerhouses into your diet.
That's a great reminder. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe to their channel to stay up to date on all the latest health and nutrition tips. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive into vitamin C, share it with your friends and family. Let's spread the knowledge and help everyone make healthier choices.
Thanks for joining us today on the Deep Dive. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious about the world of health and wellness.